Good morning. I'm starting out in the parking garage again because it's very cold outside and I'm wearing my gloves. But before we get started, please like and subscribe. Please share my channel. Please comment whether you agree with me or not. And let's just get started. Today I want to talk about something specific that I've touched on before, but I really wanted to just kind of elaborate on it. It has to do with mindset and circumstances. Gratitude, mindset, how we perceive things. When life is dishing us good things, we feel good. And when life dishes us things that aren't as good, our emotions tend to kind of ebb and flow along with our circumstances. And the key to maintaining a life that is opening up for us is to always be mindful of what's going on in the world, circumstance-wise, and make sure that our emotions aren't dipping down into the negativity when negative things happen. If we can take control of that and master that, then we will find that the world will open up in ways that benefit us. And it doesn't mean, I've said this before, it doesn't mean we will never have problems. We will always have problems. Oh my goodness, people are parked here and I cannot see a thing. They're parked right, okay. All right, so anyway, sorry about the pause, but I had to take a moment. People were parked right where we had to turn. So anyway, one thing that I wanted to bring up is, life is life. This world is an experience, and we live multiple different kinds of experiences while we're here. We have good experiences and bad experiences. And I'm going to give an example of one thing that I moved into this apartment. I love it here. I love living along this river. I love living downtown. I said to myself, when I moved here, it was summertime, and I went through the fall and just really enjoyed the fall and the fall leaves here because I wanted to be here in all seasons. I'm a photographer, and I love taking pictures in all seasons. So one of the seasons I was really looking forward to being here for was winter. And I was just looking forward to fluffy white snow. This was supposed to be the kind of winter where we had snow. We haven't had snow in years up north. It's getting warmer. At least we're in a cycle right now where it's a bit warmer in the wintertime than it used to be. And so there wasn't much snow, but this time there was supposed to be, and I was looking forward to it. Well, so far, we had one snowfall that I was able to get out and take pictures of. And it was that particular day, it was like 20 degrees, super windy, as it is today. It's 19 degrees right now and super windy, which makes it feel a lot lower than 19 or 20 degrees. When it's this windy, it feels like it's 2 degrees. And I was out there trying to take pictures of the snow, and I felt like I was going to get frostbite. My face was frozen and my nose was running, and I was not doing well out there. I mean, right now I'm driving across the bridge and this wind is blowing me around. It's just been windy. And so it hasn't been snowing fluff snow. It's been sleet and ice and just muck. Frozen muck is really what it's been doing. So it's not the pretty winter that I was hoping to take pictures of. I mean, boo-hoo for me. I'm here. I got out a little bit and took some pictures, the ones that I could, and I've taken several pictures out of the car window, which I was able to do. But mean, it's been a disappointment, to say the least, and winter's almost over. So I think we're supposed to have a snowstorm on Thursday, but that's a day that I have to work. And so anyway, that's something, my mood is trying to say, well, this is a bummer. Well, that you didn't get what you wanted. Well, you moved here thinking that this was going to be great, and it's not. And, my mind is trying to do a big pity party that things aren't going the way I wanted them to. And I caught my mind yesterday trying to be negative. And I decided to take that thought captive and not allow my mind to be negative about being here. And some things were going on in the apartment building too. I live in a high-rise apartment building. It's got older appliances, and my dishwasher broke when it was filled with dishes. Someone posted something in the laundry room. It's a shared laundry room, and somebody posted something that items were stolen from the laundry room. That's not good. So, things happen. Life happens. And I've talked about this before. When my car needed repairs, I talked about this before. Life happens. So taking your thoughts captive and not allowing yourself to be in a negative mindset and continuing to find gratitude. And that's the key. Find gratitude. You can find gratitude in anything. Be grateful. Find things to be grateful for. Enjoy the moment. I mean, if I'm doing laundry, I'm grateful that I have a nice laundry room, and it really makes my clothes fluffy. Those machines are high-grade machines. And I've had nice washers and dryers at my house before, but I have never used these industrial high-grade. I mean, these are high-tech. I don't know what they're doing with these machines, but these are nice. And my clothes come out really, really fluffy. I'm grateful for that. It's little things, I'm grateful that I have a nice place to live with a nice view of the city. I'm grateful that I can open up my windows and get fresh air, and that I can have a view of the river. I mean, my cat is there with me. There are always things to be grateful for. So I don't, when I find myself, my mind wanting to migrate toward complaining about something that's going on in the building. The fire alarm went off last week. It was annoying. It's annoying when the fire alarm goes off. It's loud, but this is just part of living in this building. And when I find my mind trying to migrate towards the negative things that I don't like, I catch it and force it to be grateful for all the things that I do like. And I find myself experiencing joy in the moment. And I think that if we do this every single day, then we'll have more joyous moments, because everything will come together in a way that we are perceiving it. If we're perceiving life to be miserable, then things are going to come together to give us more misery. If we perceive life to be wonderful, then life will pull together to bring us more wonder. So there was another example that I was going to use, and I started this video in the parking garage, and somebody was getting out. I actually turned it off twice, and then I forgot what other example I was going to use as far as being disappointed in things. But one of the things I did want to bring up was social media and what we feed ourselves with on social media. Social media has some positive things to it. I have channels that show cute pictures of cats, and I have channels that show recipes, and then there are channels that want to do nothing but blast a bunch of propaganda news and just throw us a bunch of dirt. It's like it's throwing mud at you. Every time I see these memes and posts and things that are just nasty, that are really there for no other reason than to cause people to argue and fight. They just put up something controversial or something that they know that people are going to argue over, and then slap it up there, and everybody gets in the comments, and who knows how many people are actually arguing and how many are bots, because I learned that they can pay for bots as well. So bots can get in there and say some really nasty things that people will be triggered by. And these triggers are getting to be a complete epidemic, these triggering channels. So we have to watch out for things like that. We can't allow ourselves to be fed triggering posts and memes and pages and channels, and regardless of what we're on, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or, you know, any other Instagram. I don't get on X. I don't even have an X account. I never had Twitter to begin with, so I don't have X. I have an Instagram account that I never use. And I watch YouTube videos, and I look at Facebook. I limit myself. And when I get on Facebook, yes, I participate sometimes, but I'm careful to make sure that I'm not responding to bots. You can tell when it's a bot and when it's an actual person. And it's a shame that we're responding to so much AI. It's like we think we're talking to a person and we're not. So be careful for that. Be on the lookout. That's really, really huge these days, is comments. There are people that create entire pages that are created from AI. The page is an AI created page, and things are posted by AI. And then the comments, you'll see that they have like 1 million subscribers. They don't. They paid to make it look like they have 1 million subscribers. Some of them, I mean, you can't tell which is which, but some of them paid for to make it look like they're a huge channel. And then a lot of the comments are paid comments. They're just paid to plaster a bunch of garbage on there. And then you see, then there are real people who are getting on there and responding to that garbage. It's like talking to your trash. I mean, I don't go into the kitchen and pull out my trash can and start talking to my trash. Why would I talk to this garbage? But those types of things can lower your, just de-escalate, just bring you, I mean, when people say bring you down, they talk about frequency and being on a higher plane, a higher frequency or a lower frequency. These things can really bring you down into a lower frequency, because if you are looking at enough of this stuff, it can really, really frustrate you. Now, in the wintertime, when I first moved here, I said I was going to be here, you know, through the winter. And I know that winter is not the time when you're necessarily going to walk. I mean, I'll walk when it's 35 degrees out. I don't mind that. But it's been more like 9 degrees or 12 degrees, 19, and windy. I'm not going to walk in that. So I haven't been out in nature, and that's another thing that can bring your mood down, your feelings, the way you're feeling about life in general can be lowered. However, again, find things to be grateful for. Right now, it's really windy. It's not snowing. It's a beautiful sunny day. I mean, if you can see out my back window how beautiful it is today, it's just gorgeous. And there's still, I don't know how, but there's still green grass. I guess because there hasn't been snow all over the ground all winter. Now, I'm not saying the entire lawn is green. It's mostly brown and brownish and gold from the winter, because grass dies off. I mean, it doesn't die, but it gets brown in the winter. But there's still green. You can still see green patches within the grass, which that's because we haven't had snow cover constantly like we used to. It just snows and then it rains and disappears the next day. And when that happens, the grass is exposed to the sunlight. That's pretty cool. It's late February. It's the 3rd week of February today. And I'm still looking at some green grass, so anyway, that's what I wanted to share today. I don't want to go on and on because I know I've shared this before. It's a subject that I guess I do want to continue to encourage you, though, because even the small things, when something huge goes on, we kind of kick into adrenaline and we handle it because it's something enormous and we have to, we get a lot of support. And, you know, when life really kicks us hard, a lot of times people will rally around us and we'll end up with support. I've known horrible tragedies that have turned into channels where people have gone on TV or gone to Washington D.C. to create laws, and things have happened where people have created really good things out of it. It's like something was planted and then the seed grew from that. But the little things, just micro annoyances, that's really what I wanted to talk about today, are just the micro annoyances that eat away at you. It's not a big tragedy that you can turn your pain into purpose. It's just the little things that can bother you and make you feel generally annoyed. We just have to continuously capture that. We have to continuously capture the feelings that we're getting from those little micro annoyances. So anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to head into the office. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for participating. Please share this channel. I really want to just talk about life and how to create a more positive life, because we have the ability to do that. And I want to be able to share that with as many people as possible. So thank you again. And I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you next time.